Okay, we're recording, so everybody knows. Right now we've got, say your name. Vanessa, Jerica, and Katie, and Amy.
It's just voice, right? It's not video.
Yeah, I don't want to do video because I don't want.
Put the thing on it. Yeah.
It won't go on it because you have to have it. It won't do it. So I'll just face the wall.
So first of all, I need to get out these minutes. The template that she had, Stephanie made. Did y'all see that on Canvas?
Yeah. I got her email. I did not look at it on Canvas yet.
Alright, if you look files, she did reorganize it, put everything.
I did see that. That would work out really good.
And so then the meetings, and so she has a blank template. And then it's practically, it just says the date, you put the date, and then you take the people away that aren't there. The day, the date, the time, the room number, and then the announcements we're going to make, the discussions we're going to have, and the round table is, I guess, what we discussed as far as this, right? That's what you would get from round table? Okay. So I guess the demographics that I didn't get yours, but I figured you were the one compiling it, so you probably weren't going to do that. Okay. So I don't know if Stephanie, she did that one demographic 2 weeks ago, that we pulled that we got the template from, but hers was on, I think, home health CNAs, and so we didn't get her supervisor demographic.
Okay, so who owes demographics? Stephanie
Forrest, and I didn't get Vanessa's either, but I don't know if it looks like she has it. Okay.
Okay, you turn yours in, you turn yours in.
Yeah,
I turn mine
I have them all right here.
So we just need Stephanie and Forrest's demographics to be added to Canvas.
Yes.
Jerica, you're doing the compiling.
And see, that's what I wanted to talk about as well, because on there it says the team lead has to submit it. So I'm going to ask Professor Killison today when we go in there, because I submitted the citations and I submitted the group, so should I just let you compile it and submit that as well?
Oh, I don't.
Or should you just submit it, and that's what we need to ask, because I think she's just wanting one person to take lead on submitting everything for the group, and so everybody else is not like going in and submitting the same thing that she's already had submitted for the group.
But that doesn't mean you have to always be the person that compiles it.
Okay, that's what I was saying. So we're gonna,
unless you want to be, but I think that's a lot of work.
No, I think it's nice that we're like divvying up the work. Like I compiled the citations, she's gonna do the profile, and then whatever's next.
Okay, so we're having a meeting to compile the demographics, but we are missing two people's demographics.
Yes. Stephanie and Forrest.
Okay.
And Forrest also asked in a message through Canvas, did somebody else want to take over the role of the supervisor or manager, because she doesn't feel.
Hello. Let me stop you, Stephanie. We're recording, just so you know. I don't want anybody to be on recording and not know they're being recording. If you disagree with the recording, we'll turn it off, but we've got it facing the wall.
Yeah, so it's voice, not video.
All right.
But Forrest said that, does somebody else want to be the manager? I'm at work and I didn't have time to do my demo. But she missed the meeting with the professor after class Tuesday, so she didn't even, I guess she didn't realize that we're all, she was there?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't know why she thinks that because she's like, I didn't get to do my demo on the manager, so can somebody else do it? But we're all doing that demo graphic now.
I sent an email asking her specifically what.
Yeah, and I saw she never responded.
What she had time for, or what she didn't have time for, rather.
Yeah. So I'm not sure how. I don't feel like she wants to be the manager anymore. That's what I
I feel like No, maybe.
But I think she's just got it because she just started a new job and she's just overwhelmed with stuff right now.
I was taking notes last night about this, and so what I have questions about is now at this point the main focus of our project is to present to the CNA supervisors.
Mm-hmm. That they can't treat employees.
Right.
Yeah.
So, are these people? Good morning. Good morning. LPNs, RNs, aren't generally.
And see, whenever I pulled up, I think they called it medical and health services managers is what
Yeah.
they are. That's what it kept pulling that up whenever I would put in supervisor for healthcare,
Yeah.
home healthcare.
Yeah, that's what it
business.
did to me. But just from even personal experience, I went on Indeed too, and they were RNs as
Yeah,
well.
that's what I was wondering.
They were RNs, but they did label their title as like healthcare managers. So that's weird. And then they said they preferred like a bachelor's degree or a baccalaureate degree.
Yeah, I pulled that
And
up.
they said sometimes a master's degree.
So I think we should then make our audience be like RNs, that be our educational background.
I thought we were doing the audience on the manager. I thought.
Yeah, that's
The manager.
Well,
Yeah.
well, see, I'm confused about the audience because how are we going to incorporate the class? Like,
she said we'll tell the audience to be whatever we want them to be. So if we tell them y'all are all RNs, then they're gonna accept that they're all RNs and
Okay.
our stuff is
so
based
we don't have
on.
to do like a demographic on them. We pretty much only do it on the supervisor, correct?
I understood from meeting after with Kellison that we were just doing it on
The manager.
the audience profile was just on
The
manager. Is that what you understood, Stephanie?
Yeah, I got that part,
Yeah.
but how do we incorporate, I know we probably won't have to do like audience demographic on the class, but how are we going to incorporate the class? Like as them being the audience? Because we're going to have the meeting, correct, with the supervisors, and she was like, oh, we can hand the class the code of conduct, so what would
Yeah,
they be? Will they be like
They could be
like the
well.
mini
See, and that was my
supervisor?
thing where we need to do CNAs too, and that's what I asked her, and she said no, you don't need to have that big of a profile. You just need to pick one group. You don't either you want to do CNAs or you want to do the supervisors. And since the supervisor is the one retaliating, we need to go with that. She said I would go with that.
Okay, so can the class be like, okay, it could be like we're going to do our little skit of the supervisor meeting with the HR and all that. Then they hold a big meeting with all the other supervisors, and that's when the class could be like, mini supervisors and hand out the code of conduct.
Yeah,
like,
hand out the code of conduct
and
and
say this is how you treat your employees. That could be
Yeah.
like their role, because then it's still focused around supervisors, but it's multiple supervisors.
Yeah.
So
How
the
does
class is going to be what? What did we decide?
Like mini, like well,
They're just going to be. It's going to be. The class is the audience of the supervisors, manager, whatever these people are called.
So we're going to expand our amount of people that we're talking to. Do we have to incorporate the class?
Yeah, she said.
She said we have to have a handout,
Yeah.
but she said it's not really like they're not going to do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just going to be talking, and so
Yeah.
we need to have information to give to them.
So they'll be like the supervisor.
So that was what she said about the
So
conduct.
the HR person, or that's the head of HR's head or something. I don't know.
Human resource.
But the audience profile is one person.
Yeah.
That's the manager who is currently
That's doing the
for us.
Yeah.
It's not going to be the one person.
It's based on a group of people.
Yeah, like after we fired the one person that did the retaliation, then this like what the bulk of our project is. So all that 4 story, she was saying that we should just like omit that. Don't like you could tell somebody that or tell the class that essentially your shifts were taken to the supervisor retaliated that she was fired. Okay, moving on.
And so we start
don't
with-
need to go.
Right.
to-
Our meeting
Well,
is
I
gonna
had more so did that for background, so that
Right.
Maybe that can be our handout as the
Yeah.
4 story.
That's
So they're the audience. So we don't have to go into that.
Yeah,
I don't.
they-
4 story and code of conduct.
Yeah. Okay. So 2 handouts.
So we just have to write a 4 story, just like a little.
Well,
Just
her
a little
little thing,
thing,
yeah.
just a little thing.
Yeah.
Just.
She's already
Tweak it
kind
a
of
little
done
bit.
that.
Yeah, just like give it back.
And then we bring in supervisors that are on that supervisor's level that we fired.
Yeah.
And explain to them the behavior that we will not be accepting in our company.
And
Okay.
be
and
the
that's the meeting.
Who are those people?
not
yeah.
the class.
That's the equals of the person we fired.
Okay, so
Right.
Forrest is going to be the person we fire until we change it, if we
Mhm.
change it. Who are her equals? Who are we going to use as
That'd be
her?
the
Really
class.
and truly,
That's the class.
her being that person is insignificant, honestly, at this point, because what I'm gathering is that we, like, that, all that, like, prior to the meeting doesn't even matter, because that's what we're focusing on, is the meeting that we're
So
having. with all these
basically,
people.
Brittany's just sitting down. She's the ethics person, and she's ethics. You're the HR manager. So you and Brittany are sitting down with.
A group
Okay.
of that person's equals.
So I guess we would all be equals.
No, we're CNAs. We're
'Cause
equals
we're
to Forrest,
CNAs.
or
But
they're
it really
equals?
doesn't, that's what she was saying,
Yeah.
that part of the story doesn't matter as
Right.
far as when
Okay,
we're
so
having
we're
the
the
meeting.
who are the
We
equals?
could be equal as
The
part of
CNA
the
supervisor.
class.
Who are the CNA supervisors?
We have to, like Charlie was saying, that's what we were talking about, having to tweak it, like, we have to redo our.
Did you do your
characters.
demographics and decide that in your
They
demographics?
could be a mass meeting with
when I wrote mine was
supervisors
question
and
marks
with
because I didn't know we
CNAs
had to talk
and their
about it.
supervisors. With CNAs and their supervisors.
Yeah.
Because it can go both ways. If you have the CNAs in the same room with their supervisors, we had to.
Yeah, but
You know.
she told us to keep it.
Okay, so are
I'm
we
just saying, like, in the
trashing everybody's role that we figured out here?
Yeah, pretty
Pretty
much.
much,
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
from the meeting,
Mhm.
from what,
so we're trashing everybody's roles and we're coming up with a new role. Do you have my
Yes,
worksheet?
ma'am.
Okay.
I was just trying to figure out who was
Uh,
How many people are going to be in this new audience profile?
That
be the
depends.
class.
How
Just
big
the
is our
supervisor.
company gonna be?
I'm talking about this question right here that we're redoing. How many
Yeah.
people are in the class? Or how many people are in the audience? Me and her both have 7. We've got Stephanie as the human resource officer based on our last meeting.
Yeah, that
Of
role
course.
needs to stay. As human resources, you need to stay.
Okay, so Stephanie's role is going to stay. Supervisor is Forrest McNeil. She's going to be the party that gets fired.
Yeah, so we don't have to.
Is that role staying or is it
Yeah.
going?
I think we're gonna fire her in the meeting, we have to fire her in the meeting,
Yeah.
and then we'll say to the other,
I mean,
Right.
But
But
then
yeah,
she
so
could-
essentially she'll be fired.
okay.
And
That,
then we have.
that role's staying. Is Jerica's role staying?
What am I?
Oh,
I'm
you're a
the person-
CNA.
Yeah, I'm the person.
She-
I'm the person getting retaliated.
Us 3 are currently CNAs. Are those roles staying?
Yeah,
or-
but I'm the one that's
No.
getting retaliated.
No.
Even though it
And that character doesn't need to
Yeah,
exist
we don't
anymore
have
either,
to-
because that's already happened. Like,
Okay, so we're
unless
scratching.
we're going to do the, giving her back her wages and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Maybe that can be explained in the meeting.
Yeah, that can be explained to me, and that can be like.
Well, that could be why we're holding this meeting, because this
Yeah.
person here was
That's
retaliated
sitting
against,
there.
and so now we've taken action. We've upped our code of conduct, we fired the supervisor that,
Reinstated her
you know, we
benefits.
reinstated her benefits, and we're here to let y'all know that y'all aren't gonna be treated this way. You're gonna
Right,
be treated
and-
fairly.
You know, this meeting serves 2 purposes. One, to let the CNAs know that, you know, if they have issues, they won't be retaliated against. And 2, to let our supervisors know that they have to do the code of conduct.
The professor said that not to do both at once, because those are 2 different audiences.
Oh,
She
okay.
said that she strongly advised us to stick with one audience.
Okay.
So,
Well, the one audience will be. Well, I'm sorry.
basically we do a meeting with our CNA supervisor
Okay.
and explain, okay, so Jerica, our CNA, was retaliated against. You explain the story. She was
Yeah.
retaliated against by this supervisor. We had to let her go. We're trying to let all of you know that we cannot, we cannot behave this way. We will not tolerate it. We've
And then the supervisors can take the handbook and give it to their, we don't have to bring that
Right.
into the meeting, they could just hand it.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Okay.
And then explain to them that, but just tell her story to them,
Right.
essentially, like,
Okay.
and then we, as a company, we decided to pay her lost wages and benefits, and that's costing us as a company, and we
Right.
can't have that either. So
Right.
all these things that led up to
Right.
this meeting that I think we should explain to them in not so much detail, but so that would be our meeting with them, and the handout would be the code of conduct.
So I handed the code of conduct.
Oh, sorry, I don't look like, you're gonna break your neck for me.
Code of conduct.
So the audience, I don't know, how big is our business? I would say, how big is the normal healthcare, I
Okay, we're recording, so everybody knows, right now we've got,